Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
I'm Glennon Doyle, author of Untamed and host of the podcast We Can Do Hard Things. Each week, we talk openly and honestly about the hard things in life together with you. So join us and some of our dearest friends and greatest heroes to talk about anxiety, boundaries, parenting, infidelity, our bodies, loving and losing, all of the things that make us human. Listen to and follow We Can Do Hard Things on Odyssey and everywhere you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Coming up, the exciting return of Who Sucks Less. First time for a few emails from the Men's Room at KISW.com.
You've got mail.
Jump right into the birthdays and other stuff. Subject, Jack and Karen's 53rd anniversary. That's a long time to be married. Gentlemen, thank you for greatly giving us the comedic relief you supply. I drive about 300 miles every day.
Jesus.
Today is my parents, Jack and Karen's 53rd wedding anniversary. Can they get this, that, and the other? No, Christopher Walken, they cannot. We do not do anniversary shout-outs. That's amazing.
It's not their birthday.
That's
it's
amazing.
not their birthday.
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. You know better.
I'm going to need you to wish a happy anniversary to my parents.
He listens all the time. We've met him a bunch of times. Come on, man.
Come on, Walken, you're better than
wants
that.
a D, and she's going to get one.
Yes.
Oh,
Happy anniversary.
there you go. That is good for your parents, though, man. Shout out.
Guys, we want to wish our little hero Santana a happy 5th birthday today. He's been in and out of Seattle Children's since he was born, and yet he always finds something to be happy and smile about.
Beautiful.
His resilience and heart of gold inspires us. He loves listening to all the birthday shout-outs you guys do. He would absolutely love a little kid fish sandwich. Thank you, guys. We love listening to your show. That from Maria and Chad in Mukilteo.
Fish salad.
And nice work being strong there, Santana. Absolutely.
For some reason, I picture Santana looking like Carlos Santana.
You're a brave
I know
man.
he's 5, but he has a mustache, sunglasses, he's playing guitar, and he's just chill, man.
Playing the bongos.
Right. It's all good.
What'd you tell us, Miles? Everything's beautiful.
That's right. Beautiful.
It's all beautiful, man. It's all good.
Beautiful, man. Guys, today's my little boy's birthday. His name is Malik. He enjoys fighting, turtles, and Xbox. Could he please get a motivational speech from Coach Ted telling him to please flush the damn toilet? That from Mom and Dad.
All right, listen. There's a lot of things we can do on this team. Mistakes, they'll happen. Mental mistakes, they might happen. Coach ain't going to be excited about it. But one thing that can't happen is not flushing the toilet. I mean, these are basics of life. Had nothing to do with the team. But I'll tell you one thing. I find one more turd in that toilet, you're getting benched.
No one wants to see that.
No.
No one wants to see what you do in there.
Especially if it's been a long time, or it's kind of like, they'll say a certain cereal, it turns to milk chocolatey. Not cool when it's in the toilet. And it's like, how long has this been in here?
Yeah, you know what happens like when they take a body out of the river after 2 days?
Right.
I mean, like it does that with a turd in like, a half an hour. So
my daughter surprised me with my own bathroom. She has a bathroom. The kids have their own bathroom. So I walk into my bathroom before I go to bed. It's like 1 a.m. I think I'm safe. I lift the lid, and there it is. And it's just like, I almost want to wake you up to say, dude, you gotta flush.
Did you yell out like you'd been bitten by a spider?
It's just, it was more like, no!
I couldn't believe how much the sting kept going deeper into my hand. It felt like it was like coming out the other side.
Oh, no, I'm sure that hurt.
I was like, oh, my God. Today is my son Jacob's 23rd birthday. He listens regularly, participates in Big Dummy as well. Could you please give an original, some turtle wax, and your penis is too small. Thanks, guys. That from Timothy.
No turtle wants to hear that.
Yeah, bitches, today I started the final year of my 40s. Can I get a pat, say, Jack, given the D, your penis is too small, and Coach Ted pumping me up for what's going to be a crazy year. Rock on, guys. That from Chris in Fife.
She wants a D, and she's going to get one.
Actually, Chris, it is going to be a crazy year, man. People have been pent up. They've been sitting at home. You know what we're bringing back? YOLO. YOLO factor's going to be high this summer. A lot of people are going to be high. A lot of people are going to be drunk. A lot of people are going to be sober. They're going to be crazy. Get out there.
You are right. It's going to be a YOLO summer.
Yeah.
Bitches, my buddy Scott listens to your show every day on his drive home. He gets a kick out of every birthday request, even going so far as to call me and make me listen along with him so we can both laugh. He ended up sending an email last year, and he was too busy to listen in, so this year he's going to tune in and get it. How about some turtle sex, a barbershop quartet fish sandwich, and 3 gets. Thanks, guys. That from James.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side. I smell the fish sandwich, maybe some dill relish in the morning, at noon, and at night,
Get! Birthday shout out to my sister-in-law, Kathy. She's the big 5-0 today. Please play that fish sandwich medley and some turtle wax. Thanks, guys.
Can I get a
fillet of fish sandwich?
So you know I got
I'll have a fish sandwich.
Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? With the cheese and the tartar on the side.
I'll wear a fish sandwich.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side. I smell the fish sandwich. Maybe some dill relish in the morning. At noon and at night.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich? So you don't want a fish sandwich?
Hi, guys! There you go! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you!
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefly.
Thank you. We'll have a couple extra emails as far as the crazy things that we mixed together with our food from yesterday's show. Guys, honestly, when I was a kid, and I would still eat it today, my favorite Sammy was tuna fish, marshmallows, and raisins. Wonderful combo there. That from Karima, the wildlife biologist.
Karima, no. I speak on behalf of everyone who heard that. Just no.
Yeah. Subject is my guys.
My guys.
Funny story, guys. I'm always telling my husband something hilarious that you all have said on your show. I always start the stories with my radio guys, or my guys, apparently. Well, my almost 5-year-old thinks you are our personal friends. This morning he said, when are your guys coming over for dinner? Can they come to my birthday? It took a few minutes to figure out what he was talking about. Then I was like, oh, my guys. So I had to tell him that his dad and I don't actually know you in real life. He was a bit confused. So if you're ever out on Whidbey Island, let me know. I know the best beer spots. So thanks for the daily laughs. That from Brooke and the family.
Listen, hey. We know your mom, Brooke. We've been over there many times. Usually, you've already been in bed, though. We keep trying to say hello. Next thing you know, Brooke's like, well, he's asleep. Let's go to the beer spots.
And
Brooke,
one more.
you're going to have to get one past me, man. Come on. I'm down with Flyers Brewery. I know all about Anacortes and, of course, muffins at the store.
Yeah. Is that the name of the place?
The store.
Oh, the store. Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, right. I know that one in Oak Harbor, but if I go over to Anacortes, what's it, there's a few of them. Those bars, they know me.
When my nieces were little, their favorite thing was for their dad to make them a milkshake. And so my brother,
yeah.
my brother always like, all right, what do we need here? So he's like, all right, I got to get this guy. And he pulled the blender out.
All right.
So my nieces thought that the blender was called this guy.
They know they didn't call it a blender.
All right. Yeah, it's like, this guy. Every time I see the blender, this guy. One more email.
It's kind of funny.
I know,
hey, look, this guy right here.
I think my kids thought my first name was Jackass.
Bitches, when I was on-site project manager in North Carolina, I hired a concrete sub to pour the foundation of 4 pole buildings. He screwed up the location of a handful of metal post-base connectors that get embedded into the concrete in the first building. They were only off by 1 to 3 inches, which is workable. I gave him another shot for the second building, where on the day of the pour, he realized he placed a pole-base foundation tube about 2 feet from where it was supposed to be. This was realized after the 2x4 tube was full of concrete, so as quickly as he and the other workers could, they dug out the heavy-ass concrete and reset the form and rebar to the proper place. All of them were covered in concrete by the time it got re-poured. I did not use that guy for the next 2 foundations. Felt good telling him no to do that. Keep on rocking, guys. That from B-Dub.
Now, the men's room wants to know, who sucks less?
Hey! Okay, time for Who Sucks Less. Team of Thrill Hill, you bring us 3 stories from the news each and every week. All of them suck to some degree, but it's up to us to determine out of these 3 stories which one sucks the least. Now, by the way, if you like KISW on Facebook, the debate is already underway on Who Sucks Less.
Yeah, and this one, there's a commonality to all of these stories. People get upset. People get in arguments. You choose your weapons. However, in this case, we don't have guns, knives. We don't even have bows and arrows, slings. We don't even have rocks. Now, instead, we have household pets, some human waste, and, ground beef. But let us start in Florida, where a 56-year-old man was arrested after striking her 73-year-old male pal with a cat following an argument. Wendy Hurd threw the cat on the victim's face, causing the cat to scratch the victim's face. She's also accused of hitting the victim directly on the left side of his face. Cops said the victim had visible injuries on his right knee and foot as well. Now, according to the report, Hurd declined to speak to the cops after being read her rights. There was also an unspecified indication of drugs and alcohol use at the time, which occurred around midnight. No weapons were seized, which includes the cat, because the cat technically was the weapon. I'd go through her rap sheet, but it doesn't matter. She's that kind of person. Now let's go a little bit north on I-95 there to South Carolina. Now we cover this story as well. A man doused his girlfriend with a bucket of urine during an argument in the couple's apartment. This time, 3:15 in the morning, cops get a disturbance call, and they spoke with a 27-year-old victim who, quote, did have urine-soaked clothing, per the police report. The woman said that her boyfriend, Fred, 61, got drunk earlier in the evening after returning to the residence, started an argument about, quote, favors that needed to be done. I think we know what those favors are if you're over a certain age. Thank you, Mike, for the visual.
Nice twist.
Yeah. That's a Western grip, Ted.
Yeah.
And after he called her a bunch of profanities, he grabbed a bucket that he uses to relieve himself and threw it at her. The report does not address why he opts to urinate in a bucket. In spite
when they have an apartment.
They have an apartment with a fully functional toilet. That's just not his gig, baby. Well, an officer on the scene reported sporting liquid on the floor and smelling like urine. In other words, it was pee. Now, upon being woken up by a cop, the man, who smelled of alcohol, he denied throwing anything on the victim. Well, he was arrested on misdemeanor domestic violence charges. The couple, by the way, they've dated for 4 years, began living together about 5 months ago. And somehow, she's overlooked him peeing in a bucket. What's even crazier is an online wedding planner indicates that the pair is, in fact, engaged.
Oh, nice.
I'm sure that had to be a romantic. Oh, and then one last thing they added. He proposed to her at Walmart. Nice. Now let's go to Ohio, where one woman, swear to God, one woman was arrested after a fight at the Walmart, and we covered this one last week. Officers were called to the potato chip aisle for a disturbance between 2 women. Police said that one woman threatened the other and her 7-year-old daughter. She pulled on her mask and tried to spit on the victim, but she missed. That's when she decided, you know what, I'm going to use backup. She grabbed a 10-pound log of pre-packed ground beef and smacked her face with it. The 25-year-old suspect was arrested and charged with assault and violating a temporary protection order. Apparently, she has a history of violent behavior. Now, the victim had a protection order against the other woman following an incident in a duplex where they both live. So this is some long-winded argument. They see each other at the store, and, well, she gets hit in the face with ground beef. So, again, we have the 73-year-old Florida man who threw the cat onto the face of his roommate who he's arguing with. We have the engaged couple who got into an argument, and he decided to end it by dumping a bucket of urine on the woman's head. And finally, we have the 2 women that know each other, but they have beef, no pun intended. Having an argument, I really did not mean that. Having an argument at the Walmart where one, it's the other
10
one.
pounds of beef.
A 10-pound log of ground beef.
And someone sent in a picture of that. I saw it on the email.
It is,
like,
yeah.
That's a lot of beef. Okay. I think the way I'm going to break this down is, since the couple was engaged, and since she's okay with him peeing in a bucket in the apartment.
But she's not okay with him dumping it on.
She's also half his age.
Yes.
They got engaged in a Walmart. This is par for the course. To me, this is just a regular night at this place. All right? It can't get any more bizarre than that. As far as the ex-con in Florida, who used the cat to assault a 73-year-old man. Between having urine on me, getting slapped with a 10-pound log, or having a cat in my face, I think the cat to the head could cause the most damage to me.
It could. It did not. It did the scratches you'd expect.
Right.
Claws out, and when it landed on his face, it just grabbed his face to grip on.
So I'm going to say, even though there was a protection order in place, the woman who got slapped across the face with a 10-pound log of beef, she, in that story, sucks the least. I know it's assault. I know I wouldn't want to get hit with a log of beef. I don't believe the beef was frozen.
No, it was not frozen.
It was in raw form. Therefore, I'm going to take the beef to the face other than a cat or a bucket of urine being poured on me.
I mean, generally I like to disagree with you, but, I agree 100% on this one. It sucks to get hit in the face with 10 pounds of ground beef.
Yeah.
But also, getting urine on you is the worst.
Sure.
The cat, else's. And you're right, I'm sure the cat didn't, full-on attack him.
But still,
you got
landed
scratches.
On his face, yeah.
Yeah, and these are...
He's a 73-year-old man, too.
And were the women hitting each other with the beef? Were they a little bit older?
I don't know. Hang on, let me check. I don't know. Because they said 25-year-old suspect.
Ooh.
I don't know how old the other woman was, but the victim in that case had a 7-year-old daughter. So let's place her 35-ish, right? And I'm just guessing. See, I feel different, man. I feel like the cat, to me, sucks the least.
All right.
It just does. Because, I think we all agree nobody wants to pee on them. Especially if it's not yours and it's a bucket worth. Not cool. But again, that's who you're engaged to. Walmart, man, while mildly funny to me, it is 10 pounds of meat hitting you in the head. I just feel like that I would see stars. The cat, I'm just kind of pissed, but it's a quick hit. It's done.
Okay.
That's just me.
Yeah. Depends on the damage from the cat. That's all I'm saying. If I don't know that cat and that cat's in my face, he's going to tear my ass.
I just feel like if I had to eat one, I would, all right, hit me with the beef. I can eat that.
Debate continues.
No pun intended.
On Who Sucks Less, if you like KISW on Facebook, you are listening to The Men's Room.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
A burst pipe at 3 a.m. is a bad way to start the day. A cold shower in November isn't invigorating. So before you start freaking, call Beacon. Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical is just one call away 24 hours a day. 1-800-FREAKIN or beaconplumbing.net.
99.9 KISW. The Men's Room is in progress.
Coming up in just minutes, we will drink, we will toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. First, quick check-in with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, there's a 75-year-old woman that locked herself in the closet while babysitting for a few hours. And the local paper printed the story with the headline, quote, 75-year-old woman comes out of the closet.
Oh, well,
okay.
Well, I mean, she did.
Oh, you mean literally. Sorry. Yeah.
Right.
She locked herself in the closet while babysitting a kid.
Correct.
You need a new babysitter.
You do.
I know.
You'd think at 75, you'd figure out how to not lock yourself in a closet.
Or you get back to it. You know what I mean? Honestly, it's like, look, and it depends on the person, right? But at 75, either you know how to not lock yourself in a closet or you reverted back to not knowing how to unlock a closet.
Right.
Actually, when I was like 6 years old, I took a dump. Somehow I'd locked the bathroom door. I could not figure out how to unlock the door. So now both of my parents on the other side of the door are trying to explain to me how to get out of the bathroom. I don't know how long I was in there. I just have broken memories of this. But eventually, our neighbor had to get a ladder because the bathroom's on the second floor, climb up to the bathroom window and let me out.
Oh,
the neighbor was like 80 years old at the time. I'm not proud. I'm just saying. It can happen. So when I'm about 80, there's a chance I will lock myself in a bathroom again.
Fantastic. Just don't climb out the window to get out.
Don't climb out the window, yeah.
A small plane with a single pilot had to land on a highway in Arizona. And authorities gave him grief for illegally using the carpool lane.
Are you serious?
Well, they were joking.
Oh, okay. I was like, Jesus, man.
They were giving him some guff for it.
There's only one of you in the plane.
That's right.
That's something you don't see every day.
No. Which is a good thing.
Going to write you a citation.
Plane?
For landing the plane on the road? No, for using the carpool lane.
Dude, there's only one of you. Come on.
What's wrong with you? A 22-year-old got freaked out when her former high school teacher, this one's creepy, Her former high school teacher subscribed to her quote-unquote naughty OnlyFans. And even left a message saying, quote, I always knew you were something special.
That's where it gets weird.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, don't leave a message like that.
Right.
Well, he can now.
That's true.
I mean, that's like, it's perfectly legal, but man, oh man, that would creep me
But you're also telling some very implicating stuff about yourself.
as long as you didn't break the law.
Right.
I mean, like we all say, I'd love to rob a bank.
Right.
I'm not going to. I don't think I could. If I thought I could do it successfully, I would have done it.
Right.
But I'd like to. Actually, I'd like to knock over a casino because I feel like they got more cash on hand. I'm not going to.
But the thing is that that's like somebody pouring a bunch of money out of a bank, and then you grab a handful of it and say, I always knew that place would be easy to break into. It's like, okay, well, you were trying to then case the joint at this point.
Okay, fair enough.
This guy's sitting here in high school looking at these girls and saying, you know what, in a few years, she's going to get an OnlyFans page.
All I'm saying is this. He's a creepy son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm that girl's parents, I probably might be looking for him now. But
absolutely,
he's perfectly within his rights.
Right.
Creepy son of a bitch.
Yeah. And I hope the school's looking for him as well, because that's a little bit creepy.
I hope he's not still a teacher.
Right.
I at least hope he's retired.
I really hope so. The Naked Chicken Chalupa is coming back to Taco Bell.
Naked
Segway.
Chicken Chalupa?
Segway. Yeah, right.
I know.
That was a poor choice. OnlyFans, creepy high
really
school teachers,
was.
naked chicken.
Look at our naked chicken chalupa.
Whatever. Naked chalupa's back.
Tonight on Taco Bell's OnlyFans, the Naked Chicken Chalupa.
Yeah.
What is the chalupa again? Is that the one that has the bean shell wrapped around it, like the soft one around the hard one?
No, man, that's a double decker.
Okay.
Chalupa. The chalupa is like...
Is it the fried shell?
I think it's the fried shell. You would like it.
Okay.
So I think it's a flour tortilla shell that's in the shape of a taco. It's one of the little ones. It's in the shape of a taco, and then they deep fry it, so it kind of hold that shape.
I'm going to tell my kids that it's a South American tribe. The Chalupas.
The Chalupas?
Yeah. That way they can sound stupid when they go to high school. Oh, yeah, the Chalupas are based in the Amazon.
I wish they were open for breakfast. Taco Bell.
They are.
Not that I would get breakfast. Well, they don't open till 10. So they might have breakfast foods, but I just would like to go there at 9 o'clock and get a taco if I want.
I get you.
The clock taco.
Yeah.
Okay,
Granddad,
so
what
you-
time you getting up in the morning?
Well, I mean,
I'm getting tacos.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
We'll see the scrambled eggs.
I get my
That's
lunch
cool.
on the way in, and I get here before 10.
Tell me what good day starts with, you know what, I'm going to go grab me some Taco Bell real fast.
That's why Jack in the Box is great.
The day
I want a
after the
hamburger.
night you went drinking.
I want a hamburger at 9:30. I get a hamburger at 9:30.
So you still want Taco Bell tacos, you just want it at 9:30 in the morning?
Yes.
Okay.
So you want their breakfast menu to just be their regular
I
menu?
just want them to be open. Like if they had a breakfast menu, you know what I mean? Then they'd be open, so then I could go get something.
So you want them to open for breakfast, not order from the breakfast menu.
Correct.
But go for the taco from the
I
lunch
want
menu.
McDonald's to bring lunch to breakfast. I
Okay.
don't want the reverse of this.
I think they already got rid of the all-day breakfast
They
at
did.
McDonald's.
Yeah, they did.
So Mike, Miles, you've had a bender down there in Portland. You're waking up. You want yourself some Taco Bell. What are you getting?
3 beef soft taco supremes, maybe some chips and cheese, and a Diet Mountain Dew.
That is a breakfast.
The Diet Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Right.
He wants to be healthy.
Right.
Ted, what are you going for, buddy? A little hungover. You go to Taco Bell.
3 chicken soft tacos, 2
Oh,
beef
yeah.
burritos.
Yeah.
Like, trust me, I know that order, Mike. I have done this before, my man.
Are you guys getting sauces?
Sure.
Yeah,
All
all
of
of
the
them.
bag is filled with sauce.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm with it. Let's see
I
here.
would have got a Mexican pizza.
That's my go-to, man.
But I think they got rid of it.
Come on, Taco Bell.
That's right. They did get rid of
Come
it,
on, your
didn't they?
naked ass chalupa. Give me a Mexican pizza.
The one that I go to is a half and half KFC, so I always wander
that's
over
great.
like, oh, look
Do you
at
do
those,
the mix and match?
look at those chicken sliders. They got 3 chicken sliders right now. Maybe I'll get that in a taco.
That was
And
my
some mashed potatoes. That's what I want. 2 tacos and a mashed potato.
That was my game in my heavier days. I'd go to the KFC Taco Bell and just clean them out.
Yeah.
It was great. That is a perfect combo. So, by the way, yeah, naked chicken chalupa coming back. A new study found best places to work and live abroad are Costa Rica, Mexico, and Taiwan.
I can believe that.
Yeah. What do you think is, this is all based on the cost of living and overall quality of life. What do you guys think are the bottom 3?
in the
Cost
world.
of living?
Bottom 3 places to work and live abroad.
Oh,
Paris, London, Tokyo.
Okay.
is it because
Oh,
is it-
country. Right.
Yeah, is it in more expensive areas or?
Then I would say Japan.
It just says based on the cost of living, the overall quality of life.
United Air Emirates, Monaco, and Brazil.
South Africa being number 3.
All right.
Ooh. Italy being number 2.
All right.
And then Kuwait at number 1.
Well, sure.
Okay.
There it is.
I thought you were going to tell me West Virginia showed up. I was like, oh, no.
Not even a country. Still ranked number 1.
Here they are. Someone put together a list of quote-unquote wise things that are actually dumb. So we do have the top 8 here, wise sayings. Let's see. Number 8, you hear this a lot in meetings. There are no stupid questions.
No, that is entirely untrue.
So it's a good saying for kids, but it's less true for adults.
It's based on just making sure that if kids have a question, they don't feel afraid.
For kids,
to raise their hand.
Fine, because we know you don't know anything. But when I'm sitting in a meeting, and this is the one that drives me crazy, is I swear to God, it's always this. So, our guys, we're all going to meet at the station at 8 a.m., blah, 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 carry out the meeting. Any questions? So, 8 a.m. tomorrow. And so, do you think we're speaking in code? That's why they said 8 a.m. What else do you think they meant when they said 8 a.m.? They meant 8. Why are you asking questions?
Well, here's when the questions that are stupid come in. So after you're done with the meeting, very last thing, have you been sitting there for 45 minutes to an hour? And the last thing out of that guy's mouth is, or that woman's mouth is, does anyone have any questions? The person who asks the questions, they're going to ask a dumb question.
That's true.
It's all been covered. You had the opportunity to ask questions the entire way through. Now you're waiting to the very end to ask a dumb question.
Which is okay if you do that on your own.
Right.
We're trying to get
individually.
lunch.
Hey, just want to check with you one time, Nancy.
Right.
When you said this, did you mean this? Don't hold everybody else up.
Right. We all got the
address
message.
her at the end of it. You know what I mean?
Is that basically just a way to say I'm here?
For certain people, yeah.
A lot of people like to hear themselves.
Different people come to mind. I know certain people like to hear themselves. Other people, I'm like, legitimately, they're stupid. So I understand they're asking this question.
We can break it down in this office.
Yeah.
If you
Sometimes I get confused, okay? 8 wise things that are actually dumb. Number 7, sticks and stones may break my bones, but
good
words
call.
will never hurt me.
But based on the fact that words can be emotionally detrimental.
Exactly. It says sometimes emotional damage can be even worse and last longer.
I remember when I first moved to Baltimore, some kid, he broke that. I feel like you stopped saying that around 2nd grade or whatever. Mm-hmm. But the guy said this in 8th grade, so they beat his ass. I'm like, dude, why did you say it? Seriously. It went from these guys kind of ragging on this kid. He said that. And it seems so irrational to these other guys. They messed him up.
Yeah.
They did not use sticks or stones, but it turns out fists can hurt you too, it seems.
Mm-hmm. So here's a number.
Worst one I ever heard was, it depends on who said it.
Okay.
A woman said, I would not go out with you if it was your dead mom's last request.
Oh, no.
Now, the fact that she was hot and then I liked her, that really made it bad. But if anybody else said that to me, like, I don't care what you think. If dead mom hates your gut. It just depends on who says it.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of those ones maybe back in the day. Not anymore. I mean,
right.
We see what happens with kids that are messed up.
Yeah.
Mentally.
8 wise sayings that are actually dumb. Number 6, so if you've been hit with something, maybe you've had a failure and somebody's trying to talk you up, they're telling you that it's not so bad, they'll tell you what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
I mean, they're right, but in this moment right now, it sucks.
Right. And it's not always true.
Tell me that tomorrow.
Sometimes what doesn't kill you just beats you down.
Every day, every
right.
day doesn't kill me, but yeah, it doesn't make me stronger either.
That's right.
Right.
Like I had a
And
fine
sometimes
day.
there's not a good reason for something bad to happen to you.
Right. Depression may not kill me, but it certainly isn't making me stronger.
Or Mike, I might just know Mike better. Mike gets the job. Now, Miles has a right to be upset.
Right.
I'm not dead.
It's not going to make him stronger. He's not learning anything.
No.
There's no good reason. I just gave it to Mike.
That's right.
I'm making you stronger, Miles, so we're giving the job to Mike.
Thanks.
Oh, man. 8 wise sayings that are actually dumb. So you do a project, you see somebody else who's doing the same exact project, but they're cutting corners, but somebody reassures you that their way isn't going to be right. They tell you, cheaters never prosper.
They are so wrong.
Yeah, that works in maybe sports or little children because you don't want them to cheat. But
Right.
like cheating is part of the business world.
It legit says here, some people might argue Wall Street is built on cheating your way into more money.
Yeah, the business world is built on cheating.
Right.
That's the whole gig.
How many people do you guys know that failed up in a company?
Oh my God.
Jesus. You want me to list them?
Right. Our industry is the worst at that. I can't even imagine another industry that does that better than we do.
Do you know what he did? He basically shut down an entire format of a radio station, so they're going to rehire him and give him a better gig and a bigger market.
Right.
That's how it works.
We want them to fail harder.
Yeah.
8 wise sayings that are actually dumb. Number 4, you keep telling somebody, man, I want to make some more money. I gotta put more in my pocket. I gotta save up more. What people will tell you when it comes to money doesn't buy you happiness.
I was having a conversation about this with my buddy JJ, all right? So he's potentially selling a house. And he's like, man, and it's a rental. And he's owned it forever. This is Seattle, so the prices are stupid. So he's going to stand to make a big profit. And he looks at me and he goes, with this big grin on his face, he goes, man, oh man, people always say money doesn't make you happy. And he goes, they're right, but money purchases all the crap that makes me happy. So the money doesn't make me happy, but my new car sure does.
Right.
And I got the car with the money, right.
Next time somebody says that, right, or whatever, okay, can I have some of yours?
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Is that Bobby
cool?
20?
Right.
If you're not happy with it, I will be.
Prove you wrong.
8 wise sayings that are actually dumb. Number 3, you're selling somebody a new mattress and they say, man, on this thing, you're going to sleep like a baby.
Mm-hmm. Do you know how babies sleep? I don't want to sleep like a baby. I want to sleep like my dog or my cat. Because babies, they seem to be awake a whole lot.
My nephew is about a month and a half old, and my sister has said he's finally sleeping 7 hours.
In a row.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, that's the whole thing. It's like, I understand the kid sleeps 12 hours a day, but there's no more than an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah.
together.
And that's the good time.
Yeah, and she was lucky to get the one where he slept throughout the 7 hours.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. In a couple months, it'll be like, no, he sleeps. He's really, my baby's different.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then it's like, yeah, it'll be 1.5 too soon.
Hang on.
Just wait. Just wait.
8 wise things that are actually dumb. Number 2, what do they tell you to encourage you to be patient?
Patience is a virtue.
Patience is a virtue, not bad. It's actually good things come to those who wait.
Oh, sometimes good things go to the people that go out there and get it.
You ever spend 13 hours smoking something and realize you completely effed the whole thing up?
Oh, no.
Oh, I've done it.
You waited.
I waited. I was patient, low and
patient.
slow.
You know how we got this
Screwed
job?
the whole thing up.
I didn't say I wanted to be in radio. I just thought it and then waited for a radio station to call me.
See, the problem is that they'll give you this advice. Good things come to those who wait, but then they'll turn around and say, man, the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Right.
What am I supposed to do? Go out and get it or sit back and wait?
You go get that. It's like this Big Mac's not going to show up in front of me unless I get my car and go get it.
8 wise things that are actually dumb. This is the number 1 answer. I don't even know how to set this one up. Flattery will get you nowhere.
BS.
My ass.
BS. My flattery gets you every goddamn. At least get you a little farther.
I have been
Cheryl,
amazed.
You look absolutely terrible today. I hate that color on you. Not going to be a good day. Cheryl, you look fantastic today. Is that a new sweat? It just helps.
Right. Remember that job that I got fired from? You know, the pool over there?
Yeah, for sure.
There was a handful of employees over there that were in the upper echelon as far as the hierarchy of the pool. And you know what they did? Kiss the boss's ass. Mm-hmm. That is all they did for you. I worked my ass off for you. You fired me.
I love that your bitterness is still
it was 10 years ago, and I'm still pissed. I took a text at 3 o'clock in the morning because the next guy that was supposed to open was out sick, and they said, hey, I need somebody to open. I answered that phone. I went to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning and was back in there at 7 a.m. to open up. But no. The one who's kissing your ass is the one who's the hard worker. I'm not bitter. A couple in Glasgow decided to have a little fun in their hotel room, but then made a mortifying discovery.
What was that?
Tell you all about it 1 hour from now.
Thank you, Mike Hawk. Headlines are on the way 1 hour from now. In the meantime, let's get a contestant on the line from Profile. That's a 206-421-ROCK. All right, have we made it to drinking time?